Hey guys, it's Cal here from FX Sabers and IRA forums, and now the RPF. Now I've joined it, but not on there as much. Anyways, here is my Korbanth Dooku hilt, all finished. Finished it today. A little bit of background to these hilts. These hilts were done on a run from Korbanth of the forums, or the Sith Planet, and he definitely took on a challenge because these sabers, you know, there hasn't ever really been a one-to-one scale one. If you think about the Hasbro one, if any of you have got one, they're pretty like fat, out of scale. They're just not as sleek and nice. So Korbanth took on the challenge. He did the 3D designs and everything and had them cast out of stainless steel in a factory in China. And everyone was excited about them. And when everyone got them, there were a few people who were saying they weren't happy with the finish of the sabers because they were cast out of stainless steel. There was cracks. There was also 2 holes in the side of the emitter for blade retention. People were asking why there's 2 holes. Most of it was held with set screws, nothing threaded, and just the feedback from there wasn't very great. But there are people who decided to take them on, modify them, and try and get them looking as pristine as possible. So JQ Sabers are doing theirs at the moment. I think CSJ Props did quite a lot of work on his and managed to chrome his and get his nice. But I haven't seen one yet that had the perfect finish, or the finish like the MR version, and had the electronics in it as well. So I decided to take on the challenge to get my Dukes. I bought 2 to get my Dukes all good and going. I've got another one exactly like this. It's got no electronics in it. I'm probably just going to sell that as it sits for someone else. But I took on the challenge. So I had to start with quite a few different things. It had 2 holes on the side of the emitter. They had to be welded closed because I didn't want 2 holes on the side of the emitter. This screw here used to stick up, so I had that ground down and changed it to a different screw. These were just silver. I had those zinc gold plated. These 2 parts were silver. They had to be sandblasted to look accurate. I had the whole thing chromed and polished. The whole thing, the entire thing chrome polished. Yeah, the top screw here has been closed and welded closed and replaced with the hole underneath. There's a sound vent in the back that's got some wire mesh so you don't see anything inside. I had to custom machine the optics. I had the internal board out to 1 inch so that I could put an 18650 in there. It's got a Nano Biscotte v2, power extender for flash on clash. It's got a 20mm TCSS speaker, recharge port access in the pommel. When you want to recharge it though, you have to take the bottom pommel off, but it's so easy, you just slide it off when you take the screw out from underneath. And one of the biggest challenges was I made this the switch. So obviously people are wondering how I done that. There's these special types of switches. They're paper thin switches and they react to force. So just by pushing on here will activate the saber. I had to get 2 VHB strong adhesive double-sided tapes to create a sponge or a cushion for it, so it stays on there really good. It's really stuck on there and it pushes down so that you can actually get the feedback, but it feels like you're just touching it, like it's touch plate activation, and the blade goes in there no problems. Obviously people are going to ask, well, how am I meant to use it if it doesn't have a blade retention screw? This is not a dueling saber. It is definitely not a dueling saber. It's so crammed in there, and it's got 3D parts obviously, so it's really nice and tidy in there, and every bit of millimeter has been used. But in terms of dueling with this saber, I just wouldn't recommend it. It is a heavy saber. It's really heavy when you hold it. It's stainless steel, and it could be done for light dueling. That's about it. Light dueling, just tapping a few things, activating the flash and stuff like that when you hit things. But for people who want to, you know, they do these saber stuff or combat series things with their hilts, I wouldn't recommend it. And it's chrome anyway, so if people are going to be dueling with it, they're going to scratch the chrome, and it's so nice and polished right now. Anyways, I'll stop going on about it because I've been talking for too long now and everyone wants to see what the good stuff is like. So, as I said, the recharge port access is here. I'm going to be making the 3rd gold nipple kill key, but for now it's just got a normal kill key in there. So I'll pull the kill key out. And you can see there's the sound vent with the mesh in there. And I'll put this on here. And literally you just go like that. And that's a saber. So that's the flash on clash. All there. I'll do a separate video to show the blade. But it's extremely loud, and to change fonts, like that. That's different font. It shines up through there as well, so I'll try and put a blade in quickly just to show you what it's like with a blade. But it's obviously pointing down. So let me move this down here. Take the stand away. And I'll try and get that in the shot. So yeah, obviously it's in a light room. Red has to be run at 700 milliamps, and it's not going to be so bright in this bright room that I'm in right now. So that's the saber there. I still don't know whether I'm going to do the other one or not. I've got to decide, because I do need to sell this one because it took so much work to do, and it was just one of my Everest sabers, let's say, because it took so long to do, to get it prepared. We got these early 2014, but I'm so happy with the outcome. This saber is just drop dead gorgeous. It's so nice. I'll probably put some Count Dooku fonts on there for people to see. I'll probably do that for the blade demo because I'm going to be doing it in my room to show how bright the saber is, sort of in low light, not in this bright lit room. So that's the saber there. It's a red, white LED. Red's wide in parallel, and the white's for the flash on clash. Nano Biscotte version 2 again. I think I already said that. But it's loud. It's got great resonance. It's a gorgeous saber, and it would look so good on anyone's display piece. So hope you guys like it. If any of you need help with these sort of sabers or have any questions, you can just send me a message. I always reply to messages, and I'm safe to say I think this is the first, I'm not bragging or anything, but I think it's the first installed close to MR Korbanth Duke Hilt out there. I know Alex something from the forums, he converted to MR Dooku Hilt, but that's their one-to-one MR. These are the Duke Hilts. So the Duke Hilts, of all of them out there, I think this is the first chromed installed one, especially with the gold button activation. Anyways, I'll shoot a blade demo, I'll put some fonts on there, and let me know what you guys think. Cheers guys.